In this video, I'm going to review the new Elgato Facecam. Is it witchcraft? Let's get to it. Hey everybody, I'm Lee and welcome to Grimmleighs. Now today is going to be a little departure from our typical fare. I'll be steering away from the ghosts. I don't know what a ghost is, but if I see one, I'm sure it'll be terrifying. The creepy crawlies and the monsters that we normally pursue here on Grimmleighs Fiends will be taking a backseat to talk about something that may be truly frightening, which is the new Elgato Facecam. It just came out, I think, like last week or the week before, or maybe the week before that, but definitely not the week before that, because that would have just been quite some time ago. Now, a little disclosure here, I paid for this myself with mine own dollars. I was not given this by Elgato, so this review is completely impartial, other than the fact that I hope it's worth the $200 that I paid for it. And I should also have another disclosure there. I paid for it with assistance from my patrons on Patreon. Thank you so much. I hope it's worth it because frankly, my video quality has been suffering. The reason why it's been suffering is because of the camera you're watching this video on right now. It's the standard Logitech Hoopty 2000. I think that's the brand. Well, I know that's the brand. I'm just not sure if that's the model. But the Hoopty 2000 has served me well over this past year, but frankly, it doesn't give me the image resolution, the crisp clarity that I expect from a home camera setup or any other kind of setup for that matter. It's been serving me well in my day job where I am a multimedia producer and I do spend a lot of time in meetings talking with people about things and stuff, important things and pertinent stuff. But let's get on to this conversation about the camera. The reason why I'm shooting on the Logitech Hoopty 2000 right now is because I wanted to give a before and after so we can actually see how good the Elgato Facecam is. And is it just me, or is Elgato the cat? Did the cat make this camera? I'm just not sure. Anyway, on to the unboxing. Everybody loves an unboxing, right? The box itself is sturdy. I bet you there's more boxes inside this box holding the camera, which is going to be pretty awesome. It came, I think I ordered this Friday night. It's Tuesday afternoon, so that's a pretty quick turnaround considering it was sold out at the moment I purchased it. So Elgato was able to get it restocked and sent out to me pretty quickly. And the box that it was shipped in was just a little bit bigger than this packaging box here. So let's open this piece of premium technology up and see if it's worth the hype. Now, I'm not going to get into the details over why this camera is better than the standard web camera. Let's just say if you've been using a web camera, you know that they have their shortcomings. For one, everything's autofocus. You can't manually focus. There's no depth of field, which can be really hard if you're trying to shoot some good engaging video like the background here. I love this background. This background makes me happy, but I wish it was just a tiny bit out of focus so that you could be curious about what's really back there, right? Okay, so we got our standard cardboard here. We got our instructions. We got what I have to assume is going to be cables. Survey says. Haha, cables. All right. And then right here in this recess, looks like we have the camera itself. So it's in a nice little bag. Let's crack the seal and see what's in there. It's actually nice that it's in this little cloth bag. It's a nice little touch. I like that. Okay, look at that. That is a hefty little camera. It's about twice the height, if not 2.5 times the height of the Logitech Hoopty 2000. It's easily 3 times the width. And look at this thing. It is an absolute beast. It's got a nice little pivot on it. Looks like I could probably lock it down if I wanted to. And one thing I did read that I really like is it has a standard tripod mount on the bottom. So if you don't want to mount it to the top of your monitor, you can mount it to a tripod, which is pretty awesome. And looks like there's a lens cap cover there so that you can cover up your camera when you want to have, I don't know, alone time without the world watching. Anyway, so, all right, let's turn off the Hoopty 2000 and see how this Elgato Facecam looks in action. Should I do a fancy wipe? We'll do a fancy wipe. Fancy hand wipe. Whew. All right, plug and play was quick. Let's see if we can actually just switch right over here in StreamYard. And boom, just like that. Okay, that was quick. Let's take a look. Okay, I'm actually in the same lighting. I am not using any light other than the backlight here in the natural ambient light that would be coming in off of my window here. So I'm facing a window and it's about 6 p.m. in early August 2021. So we are dealing with a little bit of natural light, not quite sunset yet. So that's pretty cool. So the definition is fantastic. I mean, compared to the Hoopty 2000, you can actually see all my facial hair, which is a good or bad thing. Look at these wrinkles. Ooh, that's some high def stuff there. And I got my wish with a little bit of a blur for my background. So everything's still there. Everything's still dialed in and looking good, but it's just got a little bit of fuzz to it, which makes it look really nice and professional. So yay there, that's fantastic. Let's open up the settings and see how those look. All right, I am absolutely flabbergasted. This is how the Elgato Facecam looks after making just a few adjustments in the Elgato Facecam camera hub software. So I just turned up my saturation just a tiny bit, did a little bit of white balance correction. Actually, everything I'm saying right now is pure gobbledygook. I am not much of a camera person. I just happen to know what I like when I see it. And this is beautiful. I really, really like how everything looks right now. Now, of course, I think I need to work on my moisturizer regimen because I'm a little baggy in the face, folks. Of course, that comes with the territory. I've put a lot of miles on this face, so it's not too terribly surprising, but I'm not washed out. And this is with just natural ambient lighting. When I get my actual light set up tomorrow, I'll be able to see how good this all looks in the long run. But this means that the quality of my recorded face-to-face talking at you segments are going to look an awful lot better, and I won't look like half of my face is a ghost. So if you're doing a lot of video content, whether it's podcasting or if you're streaming games, or if you're like me doing just a little bit of everything, because I have, let's see, we've got Geekshow, I've got the day job, I've got this thing here at Grimmleighs, which I'm having an awful lot of fun with. I really couldn't recommend this, the Elgato Facecam, any more than I am right now. And I know there are people out there that are going to say, for the same money, you could pick up a handheld camera and do all the settings and importing and everything else that would give you probably better image resolution. But for what I'm using it for, and the fact that I'm not a big tech guy, this is fantastic. I highly recommend this camera, and I can't wait to use it on my first live stream a little bit later on tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in, folks. If you like what we're doing here, of course, this is a deviation from the norm. We're not normally talking about tech and technology, but I do like to talk about things that make the job of streaming, broadcasting, podcasting, vlog casting, is that a word? If I can make it easier for you and in turn save you some time, effort, and hassle and make your videos look a little bit better, then it's definitely worth the time. If you like what we're doing, please like and subscribe, and we'll have a lot more coming. Back to our regular monster content and live streams every Tuesday. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody.